Hey, what's up? I'm Liz, this Blitzia DIY, and today we're going to be moving this 5¼ disk drive into this housing for this drive. It's going to hook up to the computer via USB 3.0. This used to live in my computer's old case because it had a bay for the drive, but in my new case, the Vantec Eclipse P400, there isn't a drive bay, and I'm still going to be using this every once in a while, so I wanted to have it to work. And in case those who are wondering, a simple SATA to USB cable isn't going to work for something like this. It needs like a little bit more power, so this housing is going to be able to draw the 12 volts that it needs. USB only does 5 volts. So with that, let's get started. So it was housed pretty well in the packaging, had some styrofoam so we can continue to kill the environment. That's in this bag. So the housing is pretty sturdy. You can see in the back there's the power switch, a fan for cooling, and then this is the USB header, which is USB-A, so it's USB-A to USB-A, which is interesting. And now I'm assuming it's just kind of coming apart. So this slides off, and some nice electronic housing there. So essentially the drive is going to sit in here. We've got SATA going to Molex for power and everything. So I think it's going to be just a simple plugging in here, getting this on, and then hooking it up. I should have similar read and write speeds from CDs into DVDs and everything, so let's get the assembly going. So first we're going to put the disk drive, into here. First we can slide it. And it fits right in, fits flush with the plate, so that's good. So I'm going to try to get the Molex to twist under. There we go. And then plug in the SATA. There we go. Get this back here. Cool. So there's plenty of room for the Molex to live, even with it being flush. Then you take the silver screws, and the silver screws are for holding in the actual drive in the bay. So I grabbed a couple different size screwdrivers because you never know. Looks like this one should be pretty good. So then it has you kind of push it into the housing. So there's like a track. There's a track that it falls into, so there's the track there, and then this is the kind of runner, and that goes into the track. There we go. Slide right in. Says to make sure that's flush, and then back plate goes on here. So you can see it was pretty easy to put together. Took me probably at most like 3 to 5 minutes to get it in. So now let's test it out. Okay, so now I'm going to test this drive. And the way I'm going to test this, I'm actually going to use my Surface, only because this Surface has never seen a disk drive hooked up to it, so I kind of want to see how the natural driver installation is. So let's switch it on. And you can hear the fan rev up and the drive kind of correct itself. So now we're going to plug in to USB. And so this is a Surface 3, not a Surface Pro. And installation is going right now. I am capturing the screen. And it's all set. It sees it, DVD, RW drive, Samsung. Hold on a second. I'm a very responsible human. Here's the drive, here's the disk to install the SSD migration software. Good. So, to test reading skills, I'm gonna play a DVD. This is a regular show movie, a fine achievement in film. So it sees the movie, I'm getting a little notification. Okay, so right click the DVD, play with VLC media player. These are away. Play. So I'm able to skip around pretty quickly without a lag, which is good. Yeah, there's no lag. There's 0 lag. That's good. It is noisy though. Okay, so the blank disk, I'm going to do a write test now. I'm just going to throw like a couple of video files that I've done with like Open Broadcaster on here. We're just going to see how long it takes. Oh, it just finished. And it ejected. Finish. Okay, so it wasn't too bad of a write time. So it wasn't too bad of a write time, and it was really good for read. It wasn't stuttering at all, which sometimes internal drives on your standard desktop will stutter. So I recommend this housing for people who have a 5 1/4 drive that maybe they have a new case that it doesn't fit in because it doesn't have bay, or they just don't want to get rid of it. I mean, I've had a lot of experience with the little dedicated USB disk drives. Sometimes they don't work. A lot of them will have issues reading disks, writing disks. Some of them don't even write, they just read. And they're flimsy too. That's the other thing. This is your sturdy metal housing. Granted, you do have this power cable and the USB, so you have 2 cables happening with it, and it is a bit noisy. But if you don't want to waste your sturdy read-write 5 1/4 drive, or even if you had a Blu-ray player that you can no longer put in your computer case, and so many of them are just eliminating the bay, then I recommend this. Okay, so that's been all for today's episode. Toss me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment depending how you feel. Like me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram for all the behind-the-scenes nerd-tastic things. Until next time, this has been Blitz City DIY.